So this relic, known as Nilry Codex, kind of has a nostalgic feeling for me. Every time I have picked up this relic, there is always this video that I posted here on YouTube that comes to the back of my mind that it's pretty much me saying that Nilry Codex can be a blessing or a curse. And if you were to watch that video, you would see something that a lot of, I guess, advanced players would cringe at watching. And I think, and I'm not gonna look, just I believe if my memory serves me correctly, I was also getting prayer wheel on top of this. And one thing I did a lot back in the day is I would pick up everything I saw. So imagine how many cards I was getting if I was picking 2 cards after normal enemies, and then between turns I'm picking up stuff with Nilry Codex. It was just a very chaotic time of me trying to learn this game when it first all started. So then this time around, it's crazy to think that a relic that I once called a blessing and a curse really doesn't feel that way anymore, because I just play the game so differently. It didn't really hit me until more towards the end of Act 3 when I realized how well this relic was actually carrying me, because this said deck that I was building was extremely subpar. I'll put the video that I'm talking about with the Nilry Codex in the description down below if you want to check that out. Also, too, this was a live stream that I did over on Twitch. So if you enjoy this type of stuff and you want to check out some of the live streams, feel free to click the link down below. Be extremely appreciated if you do. But with all that being said, hope that you guys enjoy this one, and as always, be safe, be humble, and do what you do best. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Choices? Max HP. Since I know my choices, let me just look at this first. Okay, let's look at the shops. So I see a shop here we can maybe take after fighting an elite here. And we can probably fight an elite here and then go up this way. It's slime boss too. I don't really want to remove 2 cards. What makes the most, if you wanted, which way do you want to go? That's what you want to tell yourself right now. Which way do you want to go? Kind of want to do this. Like if I was going through full Act 1, that's where I'd want to go. Okay. So out of those, which one would you rather pick? You can build off of a random rare card. By removing 2 cards early in the run, you're allowing yourself to pick up better cards and shuffle through things quicker too. I can build off that. Sure. Let's go like, oh wait, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna make sense. I was gonna say play this and draw energy and then do like, yeah, that math doesn't make any sense. But I should play Ragnarok now though, just to play it. And just for extra energy, just do that. Okay, nice. A lot of damage. That could be great. Something like this, guaranteed damage in your hand on top of retaining them. And then if you feel like you want to play Ragnarok or those smite cards, this gets in, you could upgrade this to innate too. I feel like that's counterintuitive if I want to really play it. Nah, do this. Do this. Break both their shields now. That way if Ragnarok comes into play, it'll be a guarantee end to this fight. There it's not. I'll have 4 energy here. So let's do this. Okay. Slime boss, right? Let's go for some damage right now. I think it's worth the hit because it could be Ragnarok. It's not. That's so interesting. You're a shop, huh? Well, don't tease me now. Anything you want right now? Oh, really? But I mean, this would be kind of... This would actually be really nice with Ragnarok, actually. Because you could block and then Ragnarok if you got them both in your hand at the same time. And since we're here and we can... And I think, you know, since these elites and everything is harder, we should smith, actually. We should just like be very aggressive. Hope that our deck does well. Okay, that was a fun turn. Imagine not joining us for party games or heard why you couldn't, such a fake friend ever since you shaved. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. I don't remember what I said. I think, was it my internet? Oh, there was shit going on with my internet. Michelle, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, kid, whatever. Yeah, you got it. You figured it out. You're learning. Yeah, and that's what I get. Almost lost because of you making me feel bad. I'd use that potion. Oh my god, fairy in the bottle. What the hell is this? Oh, sure, we'll do this. There was also storms in the area too. Otherwise, probably would have hopped on as well. There's a lot of interrupting things happening. Gavin GL. I'm not really scrying, am I? I do have a scry thing, but do I really want to go off of that? Alright, what's in here? Can't buy it anyways, who cares? You're level 200 now? That'd be crazy. Just all of a sudden... What? You're not level 200 in Starfield. Or are you talking party animals? Because that doesn't make any sense either. Should we smith here or should we rest? I mean, we have Fairy in the Bottle, we could play to it, but I feel like that's kind of stupid. But at the same time, let's do it. Nobody ever said I was a genius, did they? Let's do that. In Overwatch? Oh. Wow, I was wrong for every guess of that situation. Okay. So, do you want to play it like you're pretending? Sure, let's pretend. So we're gonna go like this. Then we're gonna go like that. That was so fun to do. Um, 40? I have to block here. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Just take the L. Just take the L. Just take the loss. Take the hit. So go like this. Blade of Fairy. Who cares? You'll get your health back. (14 plus 18 plus 12). What is that? 14 plus 18 plus 12. That's gonna kill him. So there we go. There we go. In Starfield, I'm level 40, but I'll probably be 41 by the time I quit for the day. Nice, dude. I think just last week you were making your way up there. You're progressing faster than you were before, so that's good. Not really want to take 2 of things. Was that an elite though? I should take this. If I can't play Ragnarok for a turn, it might set up a Ragnarok the next turn. Damn, brother. How did I get all this gold already? What gave me all this? Oh, this did. I was like wondering why I have all this gold. Oh, duh. Then I don't need this. Screw it. Get out of here. Oh, fuck this room. This is a scary room. Well, let's see what happens. I'm terrified. Was that good, what I just did? Do this again. Then go like this. Here, watch this. Watch this. Plays. We can do this. I guarantee this. And then we can go like that. There. Your next attack does a lot of damage. I feel like none of these I want. Bye. We don't want to play swivel here. It makes no sense. No, yeah, you can, actually. You can. Because you want to take some blocking. It's like it's almost like a free attack. So, I'll take it. 9. Play it. Oh, a good thing I just assumed it would kill. Well, since you already have swivel, I think wall up is going to counter that, so don't get that. Kind of want to skip again, to be honest. Now we'll go to rest probably. So I'm not gonna be able to play it this turn, but I can go like this, watch. Then do this. Get it back in your hand and just end it. There you go. I could have played swivel, I guess, too, but it doesn't matter, okay? Shut up. I'm learning. Alright, let's do this. I'll play this. Fuck me, dude. Kill. Well, I'm not getting out of the stance yet. We'll do... Should we play swivel? I think we should always play swivel because we can get a free... Well, this would be 3 attacks though, so just do this. Okay. Swivel would make it so you only can play 2 attacks. I think it's kills. Nice. And that's how you just beat the game in Act 1. It's just that simple. Do we want to actually take Judgment? Because Devaform, I really don't want it. I mean, Devaform would be great for something like you can play Ragnarok, then you can whatever. But you're going to have slower fights. Conjure Blade would allow me to play, like Energy and... I don't know, man. Judgment seems like the call. TBH, yeah. Transform cards. I think we transform cards. Let's do... We'll have 2 strikes and 2 defense, so we'll do that. Nice. So now we got Empty Fist, Just Lucky, and Vault. Yay. I mean, this is nice to get 2 rest points back to back, but I at least do want to fight an elite. So is there a way to fight an elite? Yes. So we'll just... I think we go like... Actually, we gotta make it the yellow brick road, dude. We gotta do this here. And then we can do this. And go here, then a shop, and we'll have a lot of gold for it. And we can dozy around that and do that. Where's my path? You like it? No? Okay, well, fine. I didn't ask you anyways. Give me judgment so I can end this. Oh, okay, game. Well, we're gonna do this anyways. You think I'll get judgment next turn? No, but we will do this for the sake of rushing judgment into my hand quicker. So let's just do that. Because I want to either get Ragnarok or Judgment for the sake of this. Perfect. Nice. Gotta do that over quick, which is what I like. Talk to the hand. Not against bronze. Really don't want to take a card that applies weak right now. And I don't want this. Okay. Not with what I'm doing currently. Ooh. If we get Necronomicon, I'm going to probably do something. Nice, dude. We didn't get it. That's so wonderful. Oh, I'm mad. I mean, I don't really care. Sure. Oh my god. So now we're getting Mob Ink on top of all this? Okay. Well, I can definitely remove a card. Should we just get rid of the curse? Sure. Alright. Keep going, game. Just keep giving it to me. Oh my god. I think we remove another card because I really don't... What can I remove, though? Do I have anything... Why is this deck so fucking strong right now? We should actually... I'm just looking at this. If we remove anything, we're probably hurting ourselves more. Because we don't have a lot of blocking right now. It's a very powerhouse build. So... Let's just upgrade the last 2 things in my deck. And then we'll smith here. And... Depending on who it is, what would be more beneficial here? That's beneficial. Let's go like this. Let's go Eruption. Or this, yep. And we'll do Bowling Bash. It'll be at 2 though, you can't vault. With Judgment. Just do it. Now vault. Oh, I forgot Nilry Codex does this. Skip. I don't think you'll get Ragnarok, will you? Three. What do you have in your draw? Skip. Damn, that really sucks. I want to play Judgment, but I'd rather play this. Well, no, probably, realistically, you should probably play this. Because then you can full block. And you can move on. Another Judgment? Sure. You could get it now, which you did. So that's huge. So we can do this. This. That wasn't enough. Oh my god. I thought it was good enough. I was playing too fast. Could have done that too. That does more damage. Well, I can play him twice, duh. Can't play that, it's fine. Crap, man. Sure. I know this fight's gonna be over soon, but if I can, I can always do that card and just play it. Okay, that was clean. If I don't play any attacks, take it. 519. Okay. So remember. Oh, yeah, we'll do this. Actually, I can just do this. And then bring back Rolling Bash. Oh, no. I don't think I'm going to need Devotion. I think this fight will be fine without it. Now I do... Sweet. Clean. Just like that. Halt? With the eruption? Probably. Boy, I'm liking where this is going already. Boy, I'm liking where this is going already. Because now that we have all this money, right? And then we have this, we purchase this. Everything gets off half. And it's a great thing. It really makes my PP hard. I'm sure you didn't need to know that information, but I shared it with you anyways. I'm thinking what we do... I kind of want to use a strength potion for the said... Not gonna ever be able to play this. I kind of want to pick up these two relics, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Pick these two up. And then remove the weak and get strength potion. You don't have a lot of block cards. But this run is telling me that we don't either. Should I just... I'm kind of thinking maybe I don't pick up anything. Because I'm thinking I have this, which costs 1. This would also cost 1. If it was upgraded, it would be dealing damage 4 times. But if it was in Wrath form, when I use it, it would do even more damage. But you have Vault and things like that that help too. Do I have another shop I'm going to? I don't. These are 2 rest sites coming up here too. I know removing the base cards is a thing you should do, but I'm like, okay, but then if I remove like a base, like a defend card, let's say, then I want to pick up a defend card. You know? to replace it, but both of these defend cards aren't as good as an upgraded base defend card. So then I have to feel like I have to force myself to upgrade those defend cards. This would be 10. And this would be 10. 9. But with the dex, it would be 11. Okay, fine. Alright. I don't want the Wrath card. For the bronze fight, let's do this. So here's where I can go swivel and play the 0, but you won't. Well, you can still draw. Well, doesn't make sense too. Doesn't matter what you're doing right now. It doesn't matter. If I don't want to draw. Do this. Okay. Skip. I can play the Nilry Codex too, I guess, as well. You never know what I can do. I gotta remember I have that. Ooh. Well, we should probably play Bowling Bash and then vault it. For the sake of op. Well, I can do this. Then I can do this. I don't know what's gonna cost. So I'm not gonna pick cards right now. What I will do here though, which is huge, is I'll play this to get energy a lot for the next turn. And then we'll allow for whatever's about to happen. I'll pick it up, but I don't know if I don't feel like I need to play it. It's just going to Irithol anyways, or Ethrol, or how the hell you say the word, because I don't know how to. Oh, it's 0, man. You gotta play it. Okay. Jesus Christ. $54. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I think you defend. I think that's what you do. You defend. And then go back into it again the next turn. And you'll have extra energy with Devaform. Nice. Worked out, dude. Cool. Since I don't have a lot of blocking, that might be one card to keep. This deck is telling me that I don't need it. But I will take something because I probably need it for Act 3. Look at all these cards. I think we do this one. We're going to start with it. Might as well get some good blocking in a turn in case I need it. What makes the most sense here? 9. I can go. What's the most blocking here? Probably. No. Well. No. Damn it. I don't have enough energy for it. Just do this. I think you go Simmering next turn. Because if you don't get the cards you want, you can always vault and play more damage. I mean, I prefer to do that. I prefer to... That's going to be 24. It's not going to be in your hand, though. Now here's the question. This is 40. So what I could do is I could go 28 and then kill with Judgment. I think I can kill with Judgment. And just to be on the safe side, we'll do this. That was real close. That was actually really... Well, no, it doesn't go off their shield. It goes off their HP, so never mind, it wasn't close. It was a good play. You retain this, but if this deck is telling me anything, I need something to have a backup to retaining Calm. Okay. I'd say we rest here. How do I want to play this? Could play it. It's just you're dead though if you play it wrong. You know what? Let's play this safe bet and maybe try to get a block card for this fight. So the good news about this is we have a plenty of draw and I can play Halt to block. This is going to be 60. Halt. What would they take? Probably Ragnarok or Judgment? We should probably play Draw. Fine. Conjure Blade's nice. But are you gonna play it? Probably not. Skip it. There's your vault. What'd they take? Judgment. If you kill... If it bounces and actually kills, you'll get the card back. But it's not that big of a deal if you don't. Let's do it anyways. So you got Judgment back. Now... Do I have Ragnarok? I do. So let's do this. Expunger again? I'm not gonna... No. So I could take the 24. Otherwise I could try to block, but I just know he's gonna get stronger and there's one specific thing he's going to do. I could block this turn. We want to scale this card up because when he hits for 51... I'd rather hold on to it. Can't empty mind anyways, but... Okay. So you have Ragnarok, which Meditate will help with. The best turn here... do this. Play this. Play this. Meditate. Ragnarok. And hopefully you can play it in the next turn. I think we'll take this. 51 here, 58. So for sure what I'm gonna do will be oh, I should have put this on earlier in the fight and I never fucking did, dude. Well, better late than never. I don't want to empty fist. It's good blocking. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, we can get this for more blocking. This is gonna be a big next turn with a vault. So we'll have 5 energy. Could play Ragnarok, but that's okay, but hopefully grab that, yeah. That way we have 2 of them. And still vault. Productively speaking, wasn't a great turn. No. I was gonna go Crescendo again. What do I have for cards that could possibly help kill? Is that worth it? Is that worth it to go Crescendo for 22 and then possibly see if I can kill? There's not enough cards that tell me that's 18, that's 18, that's 20, and that's 14. It's not going to be high enough to kill. I'll retain Crescendo anyways, who cares? That might be the card we need to finish it. It's a lot of damage and you're not probably going to get the kill. It's in here. I'd say what you do is you do this. And then meditate. Then you can go aggression next turn, and hopefully this is a kill. Okay. Whoa. I'm so scared. Okay, so Yeah. Do devotion with vault. You already have a lot of relics. Like, I think you have a good set of relics, I should say. Does this said build want you to push for elites? Sure. So Black Star's always a good pickup. The Curse of the Dead Bell is nice too, just because, you know, you get 3 relics. But the potions are nice too, because then they double effect. I'm guessing you'd be able to gain 2 artifacts, you'd be able to apply 6 vulnerable and 40 damage. But how much are you going to use potions? I mean, you forgot to use the potion for bronze. My gut is telling me Curse of Dead Bell, man. And I'm glad that I picked it, because ice cream is huge. Time eater. Okay, shop later, shop early. I'm feeling a lot of mystery in Act 3. Just all mystery. Probably the worst decision in the world, but we're gonna do it anyways. Oh. Sure. 2 of them doesn't hurt. So this is a big deal with something like Judgment in this, but I can't kill. What I really want to do personally, I mean, is that smart? I mean, you get more draw doing it, but I kind of want to, yes. You have to kill him. It's not worth drawing Simmering Fury right now. It really isn't. You should just kill him. A lot of damage done to you if you play Ragnarok right now without any blocking. Since we missed the opportunity, maybe we can get it again. And since we actually played an Art of War there, which was kind of interesting. Okay. And we can also be playing to Art of War for the next turn as well. So let's do that. And we'll get Vault here. We can utilize that for devotion. Oh, we got all this ice cream too, man. Okay. I mean, I have to. They're hitting me for so much. That was ugly. That was fucking ugly, but it had to be done, otherwise the fight would have got worse. That's lucky. It's lucky if I've ever seen lucky. You go 14 at the end of this turn. I think we go eruption here. AoE fight? Yeah, because it'll do 24. And if I can get eruption or something or whatever, I'm going to play it. So we can kill one of them. Probably the one that's doing damage. Ooh, that's even weirder. Okay, but that'll work. That was a weird turn. You went from eruption straight into divinity, and it was just... That was weird, but it worked out nonetheless. Nice. Okay, rest me. That one room we had with the thorns and doing a bunch of damage is now not looking so scary. But we'll do this. Okay, with becoming cursed. It'll be 36, not worth. Yeah. For the sake of devotion, yes. It'll help with it. So we'll block here. And we'll do Empty Fist for energy. Well... You'll get a full block here, so you're fine. Alright. You're gonna artifact it. Well, let's set up for ice cream the next turn. And don't do anything here. Just end it. Because you can set up ice cream and you can do a lot of damage then. Next turn you're going to Divinity, so this will be huge. And you can retain the Meditate for Ragnarok. So what we'll do to make this work is I will go like this, and then I'll meditate. Again, more energy, that's why we're doing this. Ice cream is coming into play here. Ooh, well, that isn't gonna matter though. Skip. So we'll be in the full. Oh, nice. Even insight here too. Okay, we're gonna have a full deck here. So the first thing we'll draw is this, just to get as much damage as possible. All right. Perfect. That Meditate and Ragnarok are really coming into play. Like, Meditate is... There's a lot of good things coming into this play. A lot of good stuff. Nice. I like to see that. Let's say we smith. And what we're going to smith is probably Devotion. Because with Vault, it'll allow that, you know, if we have it played, when it makes the most sense, Vault will help with that. So, hello, Giant Head. Giant Head, my nemesis. Let's go for some card draw here. Okay. Spirit Shield? I can try it, but, you know, don't rely on it either. All right. So this is where I'm thinking of going Devotion and then Vault. Because then I'll have the Matra even quicker. I can also... No. Let's do this. This will be nice for this set fight, I think. Ooh, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. What do we have here? Grab Worship after this. Because I'm seeing Simmering Fury, and I'm like, ooh, what if I played that, though? But then you'd be kind of countering your whole... do this. You'll be at 4. Can't see that. You'll have extra energy when you play it too, because you'll be in calm. Be in Divinity. The issue is this turn sucks. But you are getting this. This is coming into play with the whatever I'm doing, so. Okay, we're doing this. Then I think we play this. This. Boom. That was fucking huge, dude. That looked scary, but at the end of it all, that fucking worked real damn well. So, the good news about picking this up is the elites are going to be less health, but I don't think I'm fighting any more elites, so it's kind of a late pickup, but regardless, it's fine. Let's do follow-up here. One of these days, chat, I may do it, but right now I've only done it once and I got it, but other times I've failed, but I'm not comfortable with higher ascensions with it. And it's like, all right, 250. Skills? Probably worth picking that up for the sake of upgrades. We can remove another curse. Take this block. And... I mean, Nilry Codex has been a big help in some things, so I feel like I'm just gonna hope that Nilry is nice to us. Okay? I'm just gonna hope. kind of want to go Eruption and then Empty Fist. It's a very strong first turn. It really is. Are you going to play Deviform, though? With this fight? Don't think so. No, that's a huge turn. I think you go this, but then vault. Yes. Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. Nope. This is big. It's what I call big. Wow. So we're gonna get Q, we're gonna block and go back into it. Okay. And all that energy of ice cream, by the way. It's a big deal. Now we can go right back into it. That's insane. All right, dude. Things are looking good right now. It's a crazy card to get late, but it's a card that you need to win. And I'm talking about Wish. And I don't think that it is. I mean, if you were to, like, have a bunch of, like, Divinity and stuff for a turn and you had enough energy to do it, or you were to play to Ice Cream or something and all that energy like you had, maybe then it would be a good idea. So if that was the case, then sure. Now, have you felt like with Meditate that you've wanted to grab 2 cards and hold into your hand? Not really. I mean, retaining Worship wouldn't be a bad idea either. But I think that's the call. And you have energy here too, so if you get Wish in one of the turns and you want to absolutely play it like right now, then you do that. And what do you think that you need to get through this fight? Personally to me, it's strength. Could be plated armor too, because actually when you look at plated armor, you would then have 12. You'd have plenty of blocking. So maybe you don't need the what you're thinking. So do plated armor. Now you're gonna have 12. So right now at the end of the turn, you'll have 22 block. One less card draw for this next turn. It's a total of 3. So if you go all of them, well, you won't be able to do all of them, but you can do, you'll have 7. 24. Let's put this on now. And then put this. Okay. So we'll do that and then this. Okay. Part of you wants to play Liquid Memories right now to play this twice and be in Divinity. Sorry, not to play it twice, but just to play it. You'll have 12. Take this. Ice cream. Ice cream will come into play, though. Don't worry about it. And vault here too. It's almost a whole new start. We'll be in Divinity the next turn. Because I want to play to this. It's good to always play 6 to the most, because then you can get a really good full turn. It's going to be a crappy next turn. But I'll make it work. So it's going to be kind of a free turn because he's going to be doing the healing shit. Go into Divinity the next turn. So I don't want to play... I don't want to play anything right now. Actually. The draw is annoying. You're gonna have to draw cards here. Yes, that's a card I need right fucking now, absolutely. Because it does 219 damage. So Nilry Codex, thank you, because you are the reason why we have completed Ascension Level 9. I remember there was one point where I did a run with Nilry Codex, and there was something I did where I said in the title of the video, it's on YouTube currently, and it says, it's a blessing or it's a curse. And I still keep that video up for the sake of just showing where the naiveness or unsure of the game, but just my own opinion at the time and how it's changed over time. I get Nilry Codex this time, make a joke when I pick it up because I want Necronomicon. Obviously, that's the #1 thing. But if anything really saved this run when it kind of looked really bad, was that said relic. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this one. Nilry Codex. At the end of your turn, you may shuffle 1 of 3 random cards into your draw pile. We had so much divinity in this run, but every time we were in divinity, we just didn't have a lot of cards to do a lot of damage. Just let's look at some damage, okay? Because I think I can sort it this way. Reviewing this, look at how crazy this is, by the way. Look at how crazy this is. This deck, if anything, was very subpar, if you will, because all we had for attack damage were these 10 cards. Like, that was it. So then when divinity stance was happening and we had these cards, it felt like the deck was strong. But when we like really had weird turns and I was like, well, where's this? Where's that? Well, what's going on with this? Well, how come this isn't happening? It's literally because we only had 10 attack cards in our hand. I mean, we had Judgment too. I guess that's considered an attack too, but really, again, like I said, wasn't anything crazy. Nilry Codex helped kind of, I guess what I can take away from this run is I trusted Nilry Codex. And that's what kind of helped me with every fight, because sometimes we had 2 devotion power cards. Like this fight, we had 2 devotions that we picked up. Well, one, it was already in my deck, but then another one, that's why we have 5. And then if I felt like if we were like fighting Bronze Automaton, I need some blocking cards for this, so that's what I use. I just trusted this relic. Instead of picking up cards during the run, and also at the same time taking cards during fights, my deck looks pretty weird, right? It looks like if I were to just have this deck and that's it, I don't think we would have won. I think we would have lost because there wasn't enough power. But then what helped finish it off? Getting something that wasn't in my deck, which was Brilliance. We picked it up. We did 100 or 219 damage to him and we killed him. It's really weird to think about. With all of these relics that you're seeing across the screen, Nilry Codex to me is the one that pops out the most, to be really honest. When you have these beefy HP enemies, sometimes you just don't realize it, but there was Ragnarok and Nilry Codex were the 2 things. And also entering divinity stance too, because when we would enter divinity stance, we'd be doing all that damage. It just didn't seem like, oh man, I'm powerhousing, I'm strong. But I swear, as I was playing this, I thought I was picking up more attack cards, but apparently I wasn't. That's crazy, man. Again, the Watcher is a powerful character, and if she only needs 10 cards to do the job and something like this to carry her as well, I don't think I would have got away with that with anybody else. Time to go to sleep. And we'll wake up the next day because Ascension mode, if you just saw that flash on the screen, Ascension mode level 10 has now been unlocked. So my journey with the Watcher, the struggle of it was, I think Ascension level 7 was the roadblock for me. Otherwise, she's now my highest level Ascension character. If that makes any sense. 1,113. Maybe the pathing to an Act 3 maybe was the reason too why we didn't get to build more attack cards, because look at how many of, I don't know how many of these were actually events, but that could have been a big reason too why it didn't catch me until too late, because I was just flying through the act not realizing that it's like you need more attack cards. But when you look at that deck size of 28, And you realize that probably over half of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 of them, as I just counted. I'll say 17 because we're not going to count Judgment. Were just cards that helped set up this. Very weird. I guess you can have a weird build when you have something like this. I guess that's something I can take away from it. And that is as RNG as it can possibly be, and I understand that that's running a risk, and not everybody likes running that risk. But depending on when you pick up that, usually it's an Act 2 event anyways, you can really play to it like I just did, and still have a weird deck like this, and get a victory out of it. That's why they always say play to your relics. GG's though. GG's. Before I end this, let me show you guys what Ascension level 10 will look like for the Watcher. So now we will start each run cursed, which from what I've seen from other people's runs, there's this thing called Ascension Bane, I believe. But the thing like Earthal's, like it goes away, but it always shows in your deck. But once it's there, it goes away. So that's what it means by starting your run cursed. So this can now be kind of beneficial in some sort of way, because if you have like Voodoo Doll, which adds strength, if you have curse cards, whatever it might be, this can be a very unique Ascension. Once we get done with Ascension level 10 with the Watcher, then we're going to jump over to Ironclad, Silent, or Defect. Probably Defect after we do this, because I like playing the Defect. And then we'll probably do Silent, and then we'll do Ironclad. So, cool. Once again, GG's. GG's.